My boyfriend broke up with me for the dumbest reason after I supported him for years, but he forgot the house is in my name, and now he's living in his car. Let me preface this by saying I've been with Finn for 6 years. 6 years of what I believed was love, loyalty, and definitely a whole lot of patience. And when I say patience, I mean I've been the one supporting him financially while he bounced between passion projects. There was the YouTube channel that never took off, despite him insisting he'd be bigger than PewDiePie. The NFT craze he swore he was ahead of the curve on. Spoiler, he wasn't. And his brief stint trying to make it big in crypto, where he lost most of his savings. During all of this, I held us down. Mortgage, me. Utilities, me. Groceries, also me. Car payments. You guessed it, me. Finn was the dreamer, and I was, well, I guess I was the fool who kept believing in those dreams. Every time he'd come to me with a new idea, eyes bright with enthusiasm, I'd push down my doubts and support him. This time will be different, he'd say. And like an idiot, I believed him. Things started getting weird about 2 weeks ago. Finn began acting distant, spending more time than usual on his phone and making these odd comments about needing space to grow and finding himself. I didn't think much of it at first. He tends to get philosophical when he's about to start another project, but then he started making these comments about the state of the house, which was new. He'd point out unwashed dishes or unfolded laundry with this weird judgmental tone I'd never heard from him before. Then last week, he sat me down at our kitchen table after I got home from work. He had this serious look on his face that I'd only seen a few times before, usually when he was about to announce another failed venture. But what came out of his mouth made me question if I was living in some parallel universe. I think we should break up, he said. You don't do enough around the house. I actually laughed. I thought he was joking. But when he didn't crack a smile, I felt something inside me just shift. This man, who I've basically been mothering for 6 years, was accusing me of not contributing enough. When I asked him to clarify, because surely he wasn't serious, he doubled down. You never clean up after yourself, and I feel like I do all the emotional labor around here. I'm always the one who has to point out when things need to be done. Let me paint you a picture. I work insane hours to keep us afloat while he's at home brainstorming his next big move. Yes, sometimes I'm too tired to do the dishes right away or fold laundry immediately. Sometimes I leave my coffee mug on the counter or forget to put my shoes away. But you know what I do? Pay every single bill that keeps a roof over our heads and food in our fridge. Meanwhile, Finn's biggest contribution to our household has been reorganizing the bookshelf by genre 3 times and throwing out my perfectly good Tupperware because it didn't spark joy anymore. This is the same man who has a meltdown if the Wi-Fi goes out for more than 5 minutes. Guess who calls the provider every single time? Me. Every birthday, holiday, or weekend activity planned by me. He won't even order takeout without asking for my input 3 times and then still managing to get my order wrong. But here's where it gets truly bizarre. After his little breakup announcement, Finn started acting like the house was already his. He made this smug comment about how this will be a good reset for both of us and suggested I could move back in with my mom or something. He even started talking about how he was going to turn the guest room into his office once I was gone and how he might get a dog since there won't be anyone to complain about the hair anymore. That's when it hit me. He genuinely seemed to have forgotten, or maybe never realized, whose name is actually on the deed to this house. Hint, it's not his. Not even close. This house was my inheritance from my grandparents, and I'm the sole owner. Every mortgage payment, every repair, every utility bill. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think and subscribe for more.